What is going on, guys? I am back once again. My voice is kind of funky. I don't know what's going on, but besides the point. So the Nuggets got a much needed road win in Miami against the Heat, and I just want to talk about 5 things. First thing is my experience at Buffalo Wild Wings. Okay, so typically when I go to Buffalo Wild Wings, being a Denver fan in Washington, I'm usually the only Denver fan at Buffalo Wild Wings. So I'm typically the only guy cheering for Denver. So going into Buffalo Wild Wings this time, I fully expected there to be a bunch of Heat fans, and but just basically a bunch of fans back from the LeBron days still popping up randomly, Surprisingly, damn near the entire restaurant was cheering for Denver. And I've never had that happen before. So it was actually kind of nice because I'm usually the only one, maybe 2 people out of like a sea of like 40 people, 50 people. I'm the only one cheering for Denver. And this time it was like the majority of the restaurant. There was probably maybe 3 people cheering for the Heat. And there was like 15, 20 of us cheering for Denver. It was weird because I'm not used to that. So I gotta love bandwagon people, I guess. I guess that's all I could chalk that up to. I'm like, it's bandwagoners, man. I guess I don't know, because I've never had Nuggets fan. I never met another Nuggets fan, and yet I saw someone with a Jokic jersey. I'm like, I've never seen that in my city. In my city where I'm at in Washington, I've never seen anyone with a Denver Nuggets jersey. And yeah, some guy had a Jokic jersey. I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And when Christian Braun bully balled Jimmy on that fast break, oh man, dude, literally the whole restaurant cheered for Christian Braun. The entire restaurant cheered for him. It was the loudest ovation that they did that night. Like last night, that's the loudest ovation they did, was when Christian Braun took it to Jimmy Butler and laid it up over him. That was the loudest ovation they gave. It was amazing, because if you guys watch my videos, I've said Christian Braun could actually have a big series this one, because Miami Heat is not a big team. They have a lot of smaller, shiftier guards that like to run around to the threes. So we need someone to match that, and Christian Braun is that guy. So I said at the beginning, once again, I just gotta validate myself, because I still feel like I am relatively new to making these videos. I'm a longtime Nuggets fan, been playing basketball all my life, but it's still just nice to feel validated, So sometimes I'm wrong. This time I happen to be right. Christian Braun should get more playing time. And when Michael Malone took him out in the 4th quarter, I'm like, why is Christian Braun out? He's doing so good. He's doing really well. I think he had a career night, to be honest. He was doing amazing. He had 15 points. I don't know. I don't know. But from what I can remember, recent memory, that might be his highest scoring game. It wouldn't surprise me if he had a 20-point game during the season. But that 15-point spurt is exactly what we needed. And that kind of brings me to my next point. MPJ, he's still missing. I don't know where he is. I think he had a whopping 0 points. I honestly don't even know the stats. I'll look up the stats just for you guys, because I don't actually know what he ended up with. So I will look up the stats right now. I didn't bother. Why am I going to... Sorry, Twitter popped up with a notification I care about Twitter. Hold on. So let's see. So the Nuggets versus Heat yesterday, and we did not. I said we did not have a bad game in the 4th quarter. MPJ had 2 points. 2 points. He had a couple wide open threes that he just bricked. I'm like, bro, MPJ, I just bought his jersey after game 1 because he played so well in game 1. I'm like, I gotta get a jersey. I want a white MPJ one, and now he's just disappeared. And I kind of want to just tell NBA, hey, just keep the jersey, just keep it, give it to someone else. But yeah, it's just disappointing, man. I don't know where he is. I'm still waiting for what do they call it? A game where he shows up. I'm missing the word, a coming out game, I want to say coming of age game. I don't know, you know what I mean, just that game where he pops off for 25-30. I'm still waiting for it. But it looks like he might be in his head a bit. I don't know, or they're not passing him the ball as much, because I've seen him open on a couple plays and they're not getting it to him. If I was Coach Malone, I might be tempted to bench MPJ and throw in Christian Braun, because Christian Braun is thriving. If we could get like 15 points and like those hustle plays at MPJ, I wouldn't mind it. Well, there was one play where the ball was going out of bounds. MPJ actually, instead of going for the ball, he ran like it was gonna be a fast break, which at first I'm like, that's odd. But then I think it was Vincent. He went out of bounds, like ran out of bounds, grabbed it and threw it like directly to MPJ. Cause so Vincent was trying to throw it to the backcourt to where, you know, his point guards were. And MPJ, apparently he knew that. And so he just made a beeline straight to where the point guards were. Yeah, and gave Vincent, just grabbed it, turned it through. And then MPJ's right there. So MPJ caught it. But when he caught it, he like caught it right here, and then it slipped and went right through his hands, and then the Heat got it anyway. I'm like, MPJ, what are you doing? He had a couple of good defensive plays. It's still just it's just not enough. He's not showing up, and I don't know if he's in his own head. I don't know if like the finals are too big for him. He's nervous. He got the nerves, which is weird because it's game 3, so you think the nerves would already be out. Like maybe like he was nervous the first game, but he shot 5 of 16. So then it kind of went to the second game where he shot like 2 of 8. And then, you know, it's just in his head, he's like, God, I'm not making shots. And maybe he's losing a little bit of confidence. And I know Michael Malone is the type of coach to be like, hey, we're going to ride or die. Like, I've been riding with you all season. Like, you know, keep doing what you're doing. He's going to try to instill confidence, which I appreciate. But if MPJ is not hitting, like, God, dude, it's going to be miserable. But I don't know what to say about the refs. I honestly, I only saw 1 or 2 people comment about the refs, saying that they were terrible. Someone said, oh yeah, the Nuggets beat the Heat and the refs. And in my head, this time I'm all like, the refs weren't calling that many unfavorable calls for Denver. They had one. Gabe Vincent should fucking win an Oscar. I thought Jimmy Butler kind of flopped a little bit on his jump shots. He didn't really flop. He did kind of flop a little bit. I remember there's a 3 he just kind of threw up because he thought KCP was going to slam into him. He does kind of flop. He did flop a little bit. But Gabe Vincent, bro, that guy is just flopping for fucking real. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, it is embarrassing. That guy should win an Oscar. Like, that first, I think it was like one of the first plays. He shot a 3. I think it was Bruce Brown who went. Oh no, if it was Bruce Brown, it wouldn't have been at the beginning. It was either Bruce Brown or KCP. I think it was Bruce Brown. So it might have been later in the first. Gabe Vincent shoots a 3. Bruce Brown goes behind him, doesn't even touch him, and Vincent just and then just falls down. I'm like, bro, he reminds me of Stephen Curry with that shit, and it pisses me off because I hate when Curry does that. Like someone could like maybe like nick him, just like literally just go like, and he's looking like and just bro, like he got in a fucking car accident. He's just gonna like fly around everywhere, like car accident without a seatbelt, going like 60-70 miles in a head-on collision. And that guy's just flying everywhere. Like he'll be sliding into the 3rd row. It's just the most disgusting like kind of flopping ever, and it really irritates me when 3-point shooters do that. Like if you actually get hit, like if someone like touches me in the arm, I'm just like, oh whatever, you know. Especially like the majority of them are after the shot. So like they'll get the ball, they'll let go, and then they may get touched, and they're like, ugh. I'm like, dude, please, unless you're actually getting right here, someone touches you like on the hip a little bit, it's not affecting your shot. Stop fucking flopping. It bugs the fuck out of me. And Vincent is that guy, and someone should throw him up for an Academy Award because it's amazing. So I went over my Buffalo Wild Wings experience. MPJ still missing. Jokic and Murray, triple doubles. I think it said they're the first team in NBA history, just flat out. Regular season, postseason, first teammates with 30-point triple doubles. And Jokic is the first in finals history to get a 30-20-10 game, which is very fucking impressive. So shout out to those two. Murray had that layup where it went off like the top corner of the backboard and then fell in. I'm like, I don't know how the fuck he made that, but he made it. I think it was his first 3 that he made. Look at my hair, dude. I think it was the first 3 that he made. Like he just kind of like threw it up and it went in. And right there, I was like, bro, hopefully that just ignites. Hopefully that the sparks like helps him take off. And it fucking did, bro. Yeah, because he was hitting a lot of good shots. So I want to give shout out to Jokic and Murray. Jokic MVP, Embiid fans, shut the fuck up. I have no respect for anyone saying Embiid's better than Jokic. Give me Jokic 10 times out of 10 any day. I don't care. Like, Jokic is just he's that guy. He is that guy. Embiid is not. My whole heart believe that Perkins fucked it all up by pulling the race card, because Jokic would have won it. And like, he should have won it. Everyone talks about his postseason and shit when Jokic has always made it further past than Embiid. Embiid has never made it to Eastern Conference Finals. Jokic has now made it twice. He made it once in the bubble. Embiid hasn't made it once. So I hate when everyone's all like, "Oh, Jokic hasn't made it," or yeah, like what did it say? Like, Jokic's postseason isn't that great, blah blah blah. But yet Embiid isn't any better. But no one accounts for that. So yeah, fuck that. Jokic should be the MVP. I read someone comment saying Jokic is the people's MVP, because he is. Like, I swear to God, I don't know why they give the MVP votes to a bunch of fucking stupid analysts that think they know everything and are like, Embiid's better. Where's he at? He's at home. Watching Jokic get a 30-20-10 triple-double in the finals. It blows my mind, dude. Embiid's not doing that. Period. So enough of the Embiid hate. More props to the Jokic Murray, because he had two teammates with I didn't even know Murray got a triple-double. I think it was like on the last shot. I think the Miami Heat player threw up a break, and I think Murray got the last rebound. I heard someone say, I think it's a triple-double for him. And I didn't pay attention to it until I saw the stats saying, oh, first teammates with 30-point triple-doubles. I'm like, oh shit, Murray did get a triple-double. And that's crazy, because like Jokic had like 34, Murray had like 32, so that's like 64 points between them two. And let's just say those 10 assists each were 2-pointers. That's an extra 40 points. So they chipped in 104 points out of the 109 points. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like that, like just math it together. 34 plus 32 is 64. So they had 64 or 66 points. They had 66 points between them two. And then if all 10 assists were 2-pointers, that'd be, 10 times 2, because they're 2-pointers. So 20 for Jokic, 20 for Murray. That's 40. That's 106 points out of 109. That's absurd. Like, that's crazy. They kudos to both of them. Sorry, but I'm wasting a lot of time. I'm so happy we won on the road. Like, now if we get one more win, we could go back to Denver and win the championship in Denver, where everyone can celebrate. I'm tired of getting these wins on the road where no one's cheering for us. I want to win the championship in Denver, and yeah, that's the goal. But so that, and then once again, man, I got a cat here in my mouth. I want to talk about Christian Braun. Sorry, I got a notification on my other computer here. Christian Braun had himself a night. Like, I know I talked about, like, this was my fourth point I wanted to talk about. I kind of talked about it before the MPJ thing, or in the middle of the MPJ thing. But Christian Braun had himself a night, dude. Like, he was at, like, I noticed it last game too. He was that spark off the bench that helped us go on that run last game in like the second, third quarter. So like, he came in, and once again, dude, okay, whenever he drove in, that man drives in with a fucking purpose. Like, he's going to catch a body. He was trying to slam on Bam Adebayo. Like, it was a foul called, so like it didn't count. But dude, he was going in with bad intentions. He was going in to just catch a body. He doesn't care if you have a family. He's going in. Like, he's going to just yak on someone, dude. It's going to be disgusting. So, like, that's what I needed to see. And he has that hustle and that drive. Like, he's playing good defense. He's going for loose balls. Like, he's just everywhere. And it's a great, that's what we need off the bench. That's what we needed. And like I said before the series, he could get a lot of playing time because a lot of Miami players are on the shorter end. They're not, Bam Adebayo's like, what, 6'9"? He's the tallest guy. And then Jimmy Butler's like, what, 6'8"? And then Kevin Love. But for the guards positions, and if they want to go like the 3 deep or whatever for the Miami Heat, where they got like Duncan Robinson, Gabe Vincent, and then maybe Strus or something like that, or Robinson, they're not that tall. They're not like Christian Braun could hold his own against him, and he's quicker. Christian Braun has like that. He's like deceitfully quick. You don't think he's gonna like just turn on the engine and go. But when he does, he's blowing right past everyone. So like, I got to give Christian Braun his props. I am so happy that, well, partially I was right about him getting more playing time, that we might need him, but also just, bro, a rookie playing that well in the finals. Like, dude, like, I'm almost at the point where give MPJ away and just keep Christian Braun and sign him to a max contract now, because MPJ is just, he's a shadow of himself. I just need him just to get that confidence, man. I need him just to show up, you know? KCP didn't even have a good night either. So when, like I said, Coach Malone took out Christian Braun in the fourth, I was like, what is he doing? Christian Braun is like our spark. Like, he's keeping us in here. Like, Christian Braun, thank you. I like, without you, man, I don't know what we would have done. Like, keep up what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing, and we're gonna win the chip. Thanks to a rookie. And it blows my mind. Fifth thing I wanted to talk about. CP3 is an unrestricted free agent. The Suns released him. And at first I'm all like, there's no way in hell we're gonna get him, because I don't want him starting before Jamal Murray. But then in my head I'm all like, what if he comes off the bench? Because let's be real, Bruce Brown is not a point guard. He is not. Imagine if we had CP3 coming off the bench to back up Murray. So when Jokic is off the floor and we have like that DeAndre Ayton or something like that, we actually have another playmaking point guard that can facilitate and do everything, as an established veteran who could do shit like that just on the bench. I don't want him starting. He's always injured in the playoffs. So keep him on the bench. He can come off the bench where he gets less playing time, but it also minimizes his chance of injury. And have him run in the second unit so we can have a score, because CP3 can score. He has that little elbow jump shot. And I think he developed that 3-point shot. So like, he could score and he could facilitate. He's still a little bit shifty. He could do the pick and rolls, great at assists. I think it'd be a smart pickup if he's willing to come off the bench. We don't want him starting. I'm just thinking like, then maybe like we could get another center. I don't know. DeAndre Jordan's cool, but well, if we get CP3, it'll be damn near like the Clippers again. Like, fucking retirement home lob city. Like, just both way past their primes. But, you know, they did well. And then imagine with like all the other bench players, like the Bruce Brown in there, or Christian Braun, or you got like the Najee, Payne Watson, like those guys also around Chris Paul. I think it could work, man. If we grab Chris Paul, obviously has to be on a decent deal, but if he wants a championship, he's gonna have to look at Denver right now. Like, I know we just kicked your team out of the playoffs, but it's gonna seem kind of like a Kevin Durant thing. But also, Kevin Durant was up 3-1 against the Warriors before he left, and the Warriors had the best record. We didn't have the best record ever, and we weren't up 3-1. Or they weren't up 3-1 and we came back, but that's just that's my thought process. CP3 could be great for Denver off the bench. Off the bench, no starting. Just imagine our starting lineup: Jamal Murray, KCP. I think KCP's with us, or either that or he's a free agent this year. I don't know. I remember it was him or Bruce Brown. One of them is only here for this year. But just so everyone stays: Jamal Murray, KCP, MPJ, Aaron Gordon, Jokic, starting five. And off the bench, you have Bruce Brown, Christian Braun, CP3, and then you have like whoever the centers are. I don't know. Like, you got Jeff Green as well. If you want DeAndre Jordan, if you want Zeke Naji or something like that, Chris Paul could help Zeke Naji get numbers too. So I'm all like, I think Chris Paul would be great off the bench. That's just my thought. Let me know. And also, like I said, he's a vet. Like when CP3 would be in, I wouldn't worry about turnovers and shit, because he's point god coming off the bench. Like, just imagine that, dude. That, like, to me, that'd be a good pickup. We would need a CP3, then maybe try to go fish out a better center for a backup behind Jokic, because right now we don't really have one. I'm noticing right now against the Heat, we're switching like Aaron Gordon to Adebayo or Jeff Green onto Adebayo. We don't really have a center. So, and then I saw Reggie Jackson play some minutes last night. I'm like, huh, imagine if instead of Reggie Jackson it was CP3. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, I would personally welcome it, as long as he doesn't step on any shoes or anything like that, you know, ruffle any feathers. I'm down for it. It'd be really nice. I'm just thinking, is CP3 off the bench already with our starting lineup? And then you got the Bruce Brown, the Christian Brown, Jeff Green, the Zignaji, the Payne Watsons and stuff. And then you have CP3 in that mix as well. Bro, I think it'd be a smart move. I don't know, call me crazy. I think it'd be a smart move. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we win game. Dude, if we win the next game, I'm gonna party hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go fucking, because I'm like, bro, and then we have a chance to win it in Denver. That's like dream come true. Like, and let's not like Jokic. Everyone played, like, especially Jokic played so much more aggressive this game. I saw it from the jump. He was playing so much more aggressive, and I loved it. I just need them to play like that the next 2 games, and we're gonna win. We're gonna win the championship, dude. And I'm so excited. I gotta buy more shit. Actually, they're kind of all sold out of the jerseys. But they have like a little silver Western Conference Finals coin for the Nuggets, and then like a gold Nuggets versus Heat for the finals. But they're like $40 for the silver and then like $45 for the gold coin. But I'll probably buy those because a little nice coin to commemorate the moment. So yeah, not for real. So for me, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time, man. Have a good one.